you said with regards to the hospital stuff and Gematria, do you want to sort of touch on that and explain to the audience explain to the audience a little bit about what you do? There you go. Do that first. So just give them an insight on what you cover, what your channel's about. So if people want to come over and check you out, they know what to expect.
Yeah, so basically numerology in general, Gematria, again, a practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. And we're noting the cosmic algorithm, if you may. So numbers that are around people, how then coincide with how you be polarized in nature, birth date, zodiac, that type of stuff. And then what we're noticing is how the news manipulate the code into their favor. So that's why the type of Groundhog Day that they set up. So just like even maybe with this news story, but regardless of me just saying whether it's nefarious or organic, just note the numbers and the timing of it. And then anything after that, you can kind of like differentiate between the two for the most part. But my point is, again, so say like, if it was to do with somebody that offed themselves, right? A suicide situation, just like you had Jeff Boehner the other day. Or there was somebody that got cleared today. Big story in the news. I haven't done a story on it yet, or I don't think I have, but I did do an update for myself. I haven't put it out yet. But I'm sure the girl's name was 47. Yeah, it was a big story. And she wrote a note saying, I'm going to end myself, right? I'm going to murder myself. Something like that. Or I got murdered, but it's to do with the boyfriend's abuse. And then you see her dropping off the baby, all this stuff going on. But my point is, the boyfriend got cleared of manslaughter today. I don't know if he's still going to prison, but my point is, her name equals 61 and 47. Mental health equals 61 and 47. Suicide equals 47. Mood swing equals 47, you see? So my point is, taken away from, the gang and the Illuminati, all that type of stuff, what we're noting is, say like everybody in their path is kind of like, you've got like assigned roles, whether you realize it or not, right? So what we're also coming to realize is, say like if somebody comes to me and says, oh, you're just trying to, you're doing a disgusting video because somebody died. Well, maybe you might find more comfort, or like I would find more comfort of knowing, okay, wow, that's why my brother died, or that person that died from cancer. Look at the numbers that was assigned to them, or even if they was caught up in knife crime, or even if they was the perpetrator that caused harm to somebody, you notice all the numbers around them that is always allocated the same number. So whether it's knife crime, whether it's suicide, whether it's this thing, that thing, terrorism, etc. With doing this documentation, you can begin to realize, okay, well then maybe a lot of this stuff is actually already written, so to speak, and you're just playing out your role. But together with that, you've got the you-know-whos that are bending this code to their favor. So they've set up the infrastructure, and then with the English language and the Gregorian calendar, basically we begin to realize, from presidency, wars, this thing, that thing, Allah Akbar driving into people.
It's a digital matrix code, is what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of like, basically. Basically.
So I'll tell the audience as well and some of the subscribers. So basically you cover a lot of news articles and stuff with regards to numbers and the words in them and stuff. So what you do on your channel is you what people would class as coincidences aren't coincidences. When news articles happen in the environment and the situation of what's happened in them news articles, the words that are used all add up to the same numbers, isn't it?
Yeah, or numbers that would be allocated to that type of situation.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes, so it comes up every single time, but depending on what the situation is, it'll come up in that situation every time.
Yeah, so literally, so just like with today, with the nurse, that was the situation that happened on the Saturday, that was on January the 11th. Today, in the news, one of the articles, because you've probably found a couple of different, thumbnails when you go to The Sun for the same situation, but one of them, the initial post time is 25 minutes past 12, something like that, 25 minutes past, right? And they're talking about, the patient that attacked the lady because he was upset because the waiting times, this is the narrative that they're giving. They said he was angry. Angry equals 25. They give you the initial post time of this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then they give you the update time of 34 minutes past, and they say it's to do with attempted murder. The word murder equals 34. So as soon as I saw that, I'm like, see, here we go. And that was before I've even punched in any other numbers. As soon as I saw it, I said, oh, look, there you go. Because I'm so used to seeing what I'm seeing. I'm punching in specific stuff for the last nearly 10 years, half of the time or 3/4 of the time. I already know, as soon as I see it, I was like, I already know what I'm looking at.
But it comes, it's almost kind of, so when you now have a news article or crime or event that happens, you can kind of almost predict and guess what numbers are going to come up in that scenario because they've happened before.
Yeah, or if it's a knife crime, the schoolboys and all this type of stuff, the schoolboy in the bus, you punch in his name, 38, 27, stabbing and stab wound, 38, murder 38, found dead 38. Or if his name equals 27, knife equals 27, schoolboy 27, all that type of stuff. So as soon as you see it, you're like, okay,
it makes sense now.
Yeah, basically. And as I say,
so do you reckon, or well, we know for ourselves, but for people watching, they might not know. So from using numbers in news articles, you can kind of decipher, like you said, whether it's organic or whether it's orchestrated.
Yeah, for the most part. But as I say, just deal with the numbers first. Obviously, there's some stories that it's not to do with the gang. Not every Alay Akbar sometimes down the street. Obviously, because you've got the frequency that they're outputting. Remember, they're making people spaz out in all types of ways. So yes, they're doing their thing to keep it up with a scheduled, scripted, etc. But then, of course, monkey see, monkey do. So whether it's just roadman and that type of knife crime, or the schoolboy just on that type of stuff, or I'm going to drive a car into somebody. I'm fed up. Oh, it's jihad. I'm going to join in. You know what I mean? So you're going to get that type of monkey see, monkey do effect as well.
Yeah, no, I understand completely what you're saying with that. So, like you said, with regards to when the numbers come up, sometimes it's not always easy to decipher whether they've been orchestrated or organic, but the numbers do help, obviously, to decode that, so you know. So,
true. Nottingham, I'm just going to say,
it's funny as well, because all these incidences, they're always done by lone wolves. They're never done by groups, a couple, a gang, anything like that. It's always one lone wolf. Always happens to be a loner, no friends, nobody spoke to him. You know what I mean? One of them ones, only used to go and put the rubbish out once a month. No one saw him, didn't cut his grass, one of them sort of ones. A little bit like it was the Rothschild guy, wasn't it, with regards to the fire the other month, who passed at 76, didn't he? And 76 equals 13, strangely enough. So I think it was Earl. When we was on your channel, Earl popped up, I think. And he said with regards to he heard about, it might have even been the Squirrel Sniper, forgive me. He was the one who actually knew about it. Yeah. Because he was the one that told us about the partner who lived down the road and something happened to her at the same time, didn't it? So,
yeah.
Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap the show up shortly. Anyway, go on, what do you want to get off your chest? There's something actually.
No. It's not get off my chest. It's rounding off the Royal Oldham Hospital because of the update.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so when I did my stream earlier, if you go to my video, you see that I've written the comments what I'm about to say, which I WhatsApped to you earlier today, which was, or just before you went live. Basically, they came out, breaking news. They said, it was scissors. Yeah, that was because first it was on a sharp instrument, right? So they come out and said, a couple of hours after my stream, or so many hours later, 6 hours later, they said, breaking news, update. So they said it was scissors. Now today has a numerology of 59. 1 add 13, 20 add 25 equals 59. Scissors equals 59. And of course, scissors can kill. Yeah. And of course, scissors can kill. Kill equals 59. And just quickly going back to Saturday when it took place, blade equals trouble 1. So January 11th or 11th of January can be said either way, you're still going to get the trouble 1. If you write out the word blade, that equals 111. And quickly also, it was a 37-year-old, the perpetrator, right?
Yeah.
Saturday equals 37. Knife man. I know it wasn't a knife per se, but it's a bladed article. Yeah. But anyway, so knife man, Saturday, and his age is 37. So go figure. And also, and today, carrying on with the update, interesting that they give the update with the 59 and the scissors, that equates to 59 and scissors, whatever. Basically, and going with that numerology 59. So again, scissors 59, you got the numerology 59, but today you got a life lesson of 23. 1 add 13, 2 add 0, 2 add 5 equals 23. Nurse equals 23. And the last bit I'll say is they've also been saying, she's in her 50s. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, they're going to say she's 52 because, of course, the word stabbing and stab wound equals 52. Yeah. So I'm waiting for them to come out and say 52.
Yeah. Do you know? Yeah, because they didn't give any clear description, did they? They just said in the 50s. Even I thought that was strange because I thought we can't even do anything with the age because we don't know what it is. So
yeah. Sometimes they give out the age straight away, or they could give you a video duration of 52 seconds. You know what I mean? Or 27, knife 27, or 45, knife 45.